like, the Quarter's got world famous strip clubs, like Rick's Cabaret, Stilettos, Larry Flint's Barely Legal, Larry Flint's Hustler Club. I didn't go to the Quarter, though. I didn't go to any of these fancy strip clubs. I went 33 miles north of the city to a suburb known as Slidell, Louisiana, where there's a gem of a gentleman's club called Scuttlebutt. You know it.
St. Tammany Parish, Louisiana. Home to close to 300,000 residents, it's the fourth most populous parish in all of Louisiana. And up until 2021, it contained exactly one strip club. The Scuttlebutt. Now, even though the Scuttlebutt was a place that, let's just say, being 21 was more of a suggestion than a rule, where you might on any given night see 3 generations of a family up there dancing. Even the long-traveled rumor of a one-legged stripper seemed to also find a home at the Scuttlebutt. And for 35 years, it did its best to keep the men of St. Tammany Parish occupied. Now, of course, I'm not trying to come down too hard on Slidell or the Scuttlebutt for that matter. In fact, in my neck of the woods, we had our own infamous strip club. Booby Bungalow, anybody? R.I.P. And ladies of the Scuttlebutt, for 35 years, you performed admirably. We salute you. Even celebrities like Lady Gaga and even Cardi B back in the day were strippers. So hold your head high, ladies. I mean, except for Cardi B, who it looks like also robbed people when she was a stripper. Infamously, before Walmart built a super center in Slidell, they even offered the owner $1 million to tear down the property, but he wouldn't do it. Instead, he doubled down on his famous ads at the time that said, "Follow me to the butt." In fact, in 2019, there was some new blood coming into the club. There was a thought, hey, we're about to have a resurgence.
Let me tell you what if I don't pay no money tonight, I'm really gonna cut some throats. You heard? I know you
They seem nice. But unfortunately, the pandemic came, and what happened to a lot of businesses also happened to the Scuttlebutt. In 2021, they would be forced to file bankruptcy and close their doors. Get you in one last lap dance, give one last hand to the ladies. Let's hose down the floors and lock the doors. And for 2 years, this was the Scuttlebutt. The pink brick building, just sitting out there, waiting for somebody to turn its neon on one more time. Oh, See, this is why we can't have nice things. Is it too much to expect a long-abandoned pink strip club not to burst into flames? Well, turns out there was a good reason for this. Not just spontaneous combustion from various chemicals, no doubt, left behind.
The Parish Sheriff's Office arrests a woman they say set Scuttlebutt on fire. Authorities say that 40-year-old Tiffany Bruno and another woman were using the club's outbuilding for storage. Bruno was allegedly trying to burn the other woman's belongings after a disagreement. When the building caught fire, she was booked into the St. Tammany Parish Jail.
So the New Orleans News kind of made it sound nice, right? Like just some people had been using the building for storage and there was a disagreement. Well, turns out they were 2 homeless people that had gotten into some sort of altercation. And yes, one lady, Miss Bruno, set her friend's things on fire. I do not think the Scuttlebutt is going to come back from this, unfortunately. So the strip club industry as a whole has had a rough time post-pandemic. They are down roughly 1,000 strip clubs from a high of 4,000 during that period of time. Revenues are down nearly 25%. They're having to compete not only with the tube sites, but also OnlyFans. They're not getting in a new generation of clientele who increasingly don't even want to leave the house. All right, folks, don't be afraid to tip your bartender. Let's give it up for Sapphire. So even though the Scuttlebutt is more infamous than it is iconic, the citizens of Slidell, you know what? They're crying out. They're saying, we don't want to forget this place. Well, I mean, not many people are saying that, but maybe a few. And so local artist, muralist, Matt Licklider had an idea. How can I make something, a piece of art, to fully memorialize the Scuttlebutt, Slidell's own Pink Pony Club? Matt would come up with a series of very hilarious Slidell-themed holiday ornaments, and maybe not some of the things that Slidell is most proud of at the moment. As you might think, Matt's ornaments got a lot of press, especially in the South. His Scuttlebutt ornament being the top favorite, depicting it on fire from the transient revenge fire of 2023. The ladies of the Scuttlebutt can even be seen on many a parade during Mardi Gras season. Never forgotten, ladies. Never forgotten. You know, call me a hopeless romantic, a fanciful dreamer if you must. But with all this publicity, is there a chance, even if a small one, that the Scuttlebutt could come back? Oh, you've done it. You've went and torn it down. Well, the Scuttlebutt, folks, is no more. There had been talk of turning the building into a chiropractor's office. First of all, ugh. Who would go there? But they have bulldozed it to the ground, and maybe a chiropractor's office will go up in its stead. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, that's still better than the one here in Tennessee that they were going to turn into a Mexican restaurant. There's not enough Clorox in the world. And why are you doing a video on a strip club? I'm going to have to keep my eye on you.
So grab you some souvenirs while you can, folks. Those pink bricks will soon be gone, and, you know, maybe run them under a faucet. Oh, Scuttlebutt, goodbye. You were closed before I even knew you.
And that's a good thing.
Yes. It's a good. Have a good day, everybody.